A hunter who became the hunted, this is the tragic fate of Actaeon. Actaeon was a skilled hunter who roamed the forests with his pack of loyal hounds. One day, while tracking a wild boar through the thick undergrowth, he stumbled upon a secret glade hidden from the world. And there in the center of the clearing stood the goddess Artemis, bathing in a pool of water. She was the goddess of the hunt and the wilderness, and her presence here was a blessing and a curse. For mortal eyes were never meant to see a goddess in such a sacred moment. In Actaeon's defense, he had seen many wonders in the forest, but nothing had prepared him for this. And so, overcome with awe and his sense of reverence, he stood transfixed, unable to tear his eyes away from the shimmering vision before him. But the longer he stared, the more his heart pounded in his chest, for he knew he was trespassing on sacred ground. And just as he was about to turn and flee, Artemis turned to him and their eyes met. Enraged, she let out a deafening roar that echoed through the trees, and with a wave of her magic wand, she banished him from the sacred glade. But as Actaeon ran for his life, his mind raced. He knew that if Artemis wanted him dead, he would already be dead. So he pushed on, hoping to escape the clutches of the vengeful goddess. But then he heard the sound that made his blood run cold, the barking of dogs. And as he turned to flee, he saw his own hounds racing towards him, their eyes filled with the lust of the hunt. In a panic, he tried to call them off, but it was too late. They had mistaken him for their prey, and there was no reasoning with them. As they closed in for the kill, Actaeon cried out in terror, knowing that his own dogs were now his executioners. Some say that Artemis turned him into a stag as punishment for his crime, while others say it was simply destiny, for what is a hunter but a man who plays God? A man who takes another life for sport, a man who is always on the prowl for something new, a man who is never satisfied with what he has. And what is the wilderness but the greatest hunting ground of all? Actaeon's tale is a warning. Some sights are not meant for mortal eyes, and some mistakes cannot be undone. Now, if you want to hear more haunting Greek myths, subscribe for more.